Ace Ventura, Pet Detective might just be one of the wildest, weirdest, and most quotable facts of the 90s. But behind the loud shirts and even louder performances, there are stories, secrets, and facts that are honestly more surprising than Ace squeezing into that tutu. So let's dive in. Here are 15 crazy facts about Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, that just might blow your mind. 1. Jim Carrey helped rewrite the script. The original Ace Ventura script was much darker and more grounded, with fewer comedic elements. It wasn't until Jim Carrey signed on that the film took its signature turn into absurdity. He and director Tom Shadyac did a full comedy exorcism. They reworked the dialogue, added ridiculous physical gags, and gave Ace the zany, over-the-top personality that made the character feel like a human cartoon. Honestly, it went from Private Eye to Private Why Is He Like This? And we loved every second of it.
Field goal sails wide, Dolphins lose Super Bowl.
The kick heard round the world.
2. The movie was nearly a flop. Ace Ventura was considered a gamble from the beginning. With a modest budget of around $15 million and a lead actor known mostly for television sketch comedy, few expected it to succeed. Released in February 1994, a dumping ground month for risky movies, it shocked everyone by grossing over $107 million worldwide. The film became a word-of-mouth phenomenon, driven by Carrey's outrageous performance, and turned a potential flop into one of the biggest comedy hits of the decade. Turns out all you need for a box office hit is a dolphin, a detective, and zero regard for indoor voice level. 3. Courtney Cox landed this role just before Friends. Courtney Cox wasn't yet a household name when she was cast as Melissa Robinson, the straight-faced foil to Ace's chaos. Just months after the film premiered, Cox would become globally famous as Monica Geller on Friends, which debuted in September 1994. Her performance in Ace Ventura helped establish her versatility, showing she could handle comedy with a surreal edge. Looking back, it's fun to watch the movie and realize you're seeing two future stars, Carrey and Cox, right before they exploded into pop culture icons. 4. Cannibal Corpse was Jim Carrey's idea. When you think of a goofy detective movie, you probably don't expect a full-blown death metal performance. But that's exactly what you get during one club scene, thanks to Carrey, who was a big fan of the band Cannibal Corpse. He requested their inclusion in the film, and they performed Hammer Smashed Face live for the scene. However, the band's appearance was deemed too intense for some audiences, and was cut from certain international releases. To this day, it remains one of the most unexpected music cameos in any comedy. 5. Snowflake the Dolphin wasn't real the whole time. Snowflake the Dolphin was the real MVP of the film, but behind the scenes, he was only part dolphin. The filmmakers used both trained dolphins and animatronic stand-ins. So yes, sometimes you were watching an expensive waterproof puppet, and sometimes a real dolphin who probably wondered what the heck Jim Carrey was doing with his face. Still with us? Then you, my friend, are a certified 90s legend. Subscribe now or risk missing out on more movie chaos, behind-the-scenes gems, and whatever Carrey's face does next.
Alrighty then.
Let's get back into it. And up next, one of the coolest last-minute casting choices in comedy history. 6. Tone Loc was cast at the last minute. The role of Emilio, Ace's police contact, was initially written for a more traditional character actor, but in a last-minute casting decision, the role went to Tone Loc, a rapper who had recently broken into acting after the success of songs like Wild Thing and Funky Cold Medina. His calm, deadpan delivery was the perfect contrast to Carrey's I Just Snorted Espresso vibe. It created a grounded dynamic that made Ventura's antics feel even more unhinged. 7. Jim Carrey only made $350,000 for the role. While that might sound like a lot, it's nothing compared to what he earned after Ace Ventura turned him into a box office juggernaut. Carey was paid just $350,000 for the film, a low figure for a lead actor even in the 90s, but it paid off. After the film's massive success, he commanded up to $20 million per film for hits like The Cable Guy and Liar Liar. Ace Ventura launched a new era of comedy blockbusters with Carey at the center. 8. Sean Young's role sparked controversy. Sean Young played Lois Einhorn, a police lieutenant revealed to be Ray Finkel in disguise. While the twist was played for laughs at the time, it has since been criticized for its transphobic implications. The reveal involves multiple characters vomiting in disgust, and it has sparked ongoing debate about the portrayal of gender identity in mainstream film. Let's just say, not every part of 90s comedy holds up. Some of it aged like milk in a sauna. 9. Jim Carrey injured himself during filming. During the mental hospital scene, where Ace goes full loony bin performance art, Carrey actually sprained his neck. That's what happens when you commit so hard to licking windows and fake twitching, you forget your own spinal limits. His method acting often bordered on the extreme, and this was one of several injuries he would rack up in his career due to physical stunts. 10. Ace's hairstyle was designed to look like a cockatoo. That unforgettable hairdo wasn't just a random design choice. Carrey and the film's stylists modeled the character's swooping hairstyle after a cockatoo, reflecting Ace's deep bond with animals. The idea was to blur the line between man and beast. Ventura wasn't just a pet detective. He was almost like an animal himself. Every design detail, from his hair to his clothing, was crafted to reinforce his chaotic, unfiltered connection to the animal kingdom. His hair screamed cockatoo. His walk screamed possessed slinky, and somehow it worked. 11. The catchphrases were improvised. "Alrighty then" might be one of the most quoted lines from the 90s, and it wasn't even in the script. Most of Ace's iconic catchphrases, including "like a glove" and "ree-hee-hee-heely," were invented on set. Carrey would shoot multiple takes with different ad-libs, and the director would choose the funniest one. The man basically speed-ran meme culture before the internet existed. If he had TikTok back then, he'd be banned and viral at the same time. 12. The mental institution was an actual abandoned hospital. The Shady Acres mental institution scene wasn't filmed on a studio set. It was shot in a real abandoned psychiatric facility in Florida. The crew used minimal set dressing because the building already had an eerie, dilapidated look. The setting added a layer of realism to one of the most bizarre scenes in the movie, where Ace pretends to be a patient by smashing his head against a bench and licking glass. Still with us? Then give this video a thumbs up so we know you want more facts, trivia, and throwbacks to the movies that shaped our childhoods. On to number 13. 13. Jim Carrey really does love animals. Jim Carrey wasn't just acting when he showed love and empathy for animals. In real life, he's been a vocal advocate for animal rights and has supported various animal protection organizations. His passion made Ace Ventura more than just a clown. He was someone who truly connected with every creature, no matter how small. That authenticity added heart to what could have been a completely slapstick character. 14. There was a Saturday morning cartoon. Following the film's success, Ace Ventura was adapted into a cartoon series that premiered in 1995. It ran for 3 seasons and toned down the adult humor while keeping the outrageous antics. The series introduced younger audiences to Ace's world, though Carrey didn't voice the character. Instead, Michael Dangerfield took over, imitating Carrey's style. The cartoon even had crossovers with The Mask and Dumb and Dumber, creating a weird little Jim Carrey animated universe.
And you don't know how to express your anger.
Yeah, and you're ugly.
15. A third movie might still happen. After When Nature Calls became an even bigger hit in 1995, Ace Ventura seemed like a franchise built to last. However, the third film never materialized until recently. In 2021, reports surfaced that Amazon Studios was developing a new Ace Ventura sequel, possibly with Carrie returning. The project was reportedly being written by the Sonic the Hedgehog team, who had previously worked with Carrie. While nothing has been officially confirmed, fans are still holding out hope for a comeback. So, how many of these facts about Ace Ventura: Pet Detective did you already know? Whether you're a longtime fan or just watched it for the first time, there's no denying its legacy as a comedy classic.
Guado's working the case, all right? Aguado.
Aguado. Good call.
If you want more movie deep dives, hit that subscribe button and join us next time. Until next time, stay weird, stay hydrated, and whatever you do, don't fake limp into a dolphin tank. Thanks for watching.